By the time paramedics arrived, two Good Samaritans were already performing CPR, desperately trying to save her. She was rushed to the hospital, but the doctors couldn't bring her back. Madison Brooks, the bright, bubbly LSU student, was pronounced dead before sunrise.
Deputies have arrested 4 men who they say were seen leaving with Madison Brooks in a vehicle from Reggie's Bar in Tigerland. Investigators believe 2 of the men raped Madison Brooks before they dropped her off near that scene on Burbank Drive near Pelican Lakes Parkway at around 3 in the morning, where she was later hit by a car driven by a rideshare driver.
The toxicology report confirmed what everyone feared. Her blood alcohol level was 319%, almost 4 times the legal limit.
Someone in that state probably needed medical help instead, unfortunately, how this story turned out.
But here's where the story takes a darker, uglier turn. When police began questioning the men, their stories fell apart. First, they claimed they didn't even know her. Then, when detectives showed them the footage, their memories suddenly came flooding back. Oh, that girl. Suddenly, everything was consensual. Kaveen said he had asked her 5 times. As if repeating a question to someone who's incoherent somehow makes it okay.
Absolutely not. Listen, this is a tragedy. Definitely not a crime.
But investigators were not fooled. The video didn't lie, the judge didn't buy it. The facts were clear. This was not an accident. This was a chain of choices made by 4 men who saw a vulnerable girl and decided to take advantage of her. Prosecutors said Brooks was too drunk to consent, and they arrested the teenager and 3 young men on multiple charges. Lab reports showed her blood alcohol level was 0.319.
Just like we handle murder cases, we don't have murder victims that say, I consented to being killed or shot.
Kavian and Desmond were charged with third-degree SA, meaning the victim was incapable of resisting or understanding the nature of the act due to intoxication. Case and Everett, the ones who sat by and watched, were charged as accessories. But while the justice system moved forward, the court of public opinion went sideways. Within days, comment sections filled with blame. People asked what she was doing out so late, why she drank so much, why she got into that car. And what came next would divide an entire state and expose just how far some people will go to protect predators. When the case finally landed in court, the defense wasted no time doing what defense attorneys do best, twisting the story. Instead of focusing on what happened in that car, they turned their sights on Madison.
And lawyers say this video was a crucial piece of evidence because you can hear Madison Brooks communicating with the suspects.
They argued that what happened wasn't a crime. It was a tragedy, their words, not mine. They pointed to the video saying Maddie was laughing, dancing, and even talking with the guys earlier that night, as if that somehow proved she wanted what came next.
She willfully got into the car, said that her rides had left her, and got in. After that point in time, there was consensual sexual acts done in that car with her and 2 other individuals at 2 separate times. Speaking, engaging in conversations, using very vulgar language to the driver of the vehicle, insulting the driver of the vehicle, implying that the driver of the vehicle is not straight based on him not wanting to engage in certain activities with her.
But here's where it gets truly infuriating. They tried to use Madison's personal life against her.
Case and Carver's attorney, Joe Long, filed a motion that alleges an unidentified LSU student had sex with Brooks prior to her encounter with Carver and the 3 other men.
Let that sink in. Instead of holding the men accountable for their actions, they tried to drag a dead woman's reputation through the mud. But prosecutors were not having it. They pushed back, saying her past had nothing to do with the assault that happened that night. And under Louisiana law, a victim's intimate history is inadmissible. Still in a shocking twist, the judge ruled in favor of the defense, allowing parts of that argument to move forward.
They made a plethora of arguments. The judge denied all of their arguments and ruled in our favor today.
The case went all the way to the Louisiana Supreme Court, where the justices unanimously overturned the lower court's ruling Madison's past, they declared, could not be weaponized against her. But then came another twist that shook the case to its core. Forensic testing revealed something unexpected. No DNA from the 4 suspects was found inside Madison's body, and just like that, the defense had a new angle. No proof, no crimes.
I think you look at the objective evidence first versus the subjective evidence. Any witness that gives testimony, it's subjective to what their perceptions were. But objective evidence, such as DNA, trumps whatever subjective evidence is out there.
DNA isn't the full story, and it doesn't erase what's already on camera. You don't need forensic evidence to see the truth when it's literally playing out in front of you on video. And let's not forget, these men admitted something happened. They didn't deny it. Still, watching her name get dragged through the mud again and hearing lawyers twist her story to save her attackers was devastating for her family.
Is traumatic. So I don't focus on any of that, and I try to, if I know that they're going to be on the news, I don't watch it.
Under Louisiana law, this was rape, and we were deeply offended by blaming the victim in statements regarding that had she not been hit, she wouldn't have complained of things. We thought that was deeply offensive, inappropriate, and just plain wrong.